Hello everyone, my name is Giraton, and today we are covering how to do the Super Pre-sale for Australia. Now notably, this is going to be covering information that a lot of players already know, that a lot of people have already pre-ordered. If you are here as like, oh, there's a pre-sale in the next week, or rather in the next, 3 days or so, and you're going, oh, I need to find something? Good luck. Pretty much everywhere is already sold out for pre-orders. I will be going over some of the stores that will be doing it, and as well as what you can do with your pre-sale content. That's what this video is about. And this is because we only got the store list like 2 days ago or so, and I just haven't had a chance to record. And even if I did, yeah, pre-orders pretty much went like a month ago, due to that's when stores were finding out, and that's when stores were advertising themselves. So yeah, but let's go over the news anyway. So we got the English version Super Pre-sale. It's on November 27th. It is currently the 24th. So yes, 3 days. So this is Friday. That it will be happening, and it is currently Tuesday. So what you can get from the Super Pre-sale is version 1.0 box. So you can get up to 2 of those from most stores, as well as a starter deck, which you can get either one of each or just one of them. It depends on the store, but that's the common setup. And then we got a store list. Now, if you're in any of the other countries, just go to the Digimon card website, and you will get all these. But we're kind of covering just the Oceania page for this, because this is an Australian channel. So we're going to cover the Australian stuff. So let's go. Here's the list. Now, Neko Cards is second on the list. That's where I will be going, primarily. That's where I have my pre-order placed. It won't be the only place I'm going. I'll get into the other one later, but that's gonna be the main Melbourne store. I can guess, especially since any place that was stocking Dragon Ball Super, I think, is currently closed or further away from the city, because unfortunately, COVID has affected a few of the stores, and it's not great. But Neko Cards has managed to get through this situation. We've also got Realms of Magic and Miniatures. That's for Queensland. We've got Toy Wiz for Queensland. Spoiler alert for New South Wales. There's a lot of Queensland stores, actually. Good Games, Upper Mountain, grab it. Riz Vegas Comics, also in Queensland, Fortitude Valley. Cardtastic is in Clayton, Victoria. Yeah, I think I was keeping an eye on this one. That one's a bit further out from the city. Next Level Games, Ormond, also knew of that one. That's in Victoria. JCS Toys in Queensland. There's a lot of Queensland stores. From Deep Games for New South Wales. Good Games Fraser Coast for Queensland. Good Games Box Hill. I know a few people going to that one. That's probably the closest to the city without being in the city like Neko Cards is. Nexus Games for Queensland. The Card House for Queensland. The Game Store for Queensland. Neo Tokyo for Queensland. Good Games Miranda for New South Wales. Pretty close to Sydney. RC Crew Hobbies. I've seen a lot of posts about this one. This is probably going to be a pretty big one for New South Wales if you can get there. Good Games Hertzville for New South Wales. Next Level Games Sale. I don't know where Sale is, but it's apparently in Victoria. Good Games Central. That's going to be a big one for Sydney as well. I know. I've been to that store quite a few times, actually, and I've only been to Sydney, like, twice. Good Games Joondalup for Western Australia. That's going to be the Western Australia store for it. Interesting. Kermside. This is Queensland again, at a Westfield shopping centre. Good Games Albury. That's one I know because most of my family lives in Albury, so that's where I can go to play Digimon in Albury. which is good. I'm pretty sure that's like the only game store in Albury. Like, there's that and Games Workshop. And Games Workshop doesn't do cards. So, Top Ride for New South Wales. A Good Games Top Ride. Beyond the Games and Hobby for another Western Australia place. Good. I'm going to have to pass on dues to my WA friends. Grim Gaming and Hobbies for Queensland. Good Games Newcastle for New South Wales. Jolt Games for... these two are pretty much probably going to be the only Australian Capital Territory stores. I don't think there'll be any else. Interesting that there's two, considering ACT is really small. But yeah, Guff Werribee, I know someone going to this one. This is in Victoria. The Hall of Heroes for New South Wales, and Guff Geelong, for anyone very south down of Melbourne. Good Games Greensboro is also in Victoria. This will be the second store I will be going to, or rather it will be the first, because I gotta jump in here and see if they didn't have any pre-orders and are just giving everything away on the day. Because I didn't see any pre-orders for Good Games Greensboro come up on their Facebook page or anything like that. It's possible they did have them and you just had to ask about them. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to see if I can pick up a yellow deck and maybe a red deck. Maybe a second copy of the blue deck if I really can. But either way, Good Games Greensboro, good store. I'll be going there in the morning, and then I'll be heading over to the city for Neko Cards to pick up my main order. And then we got the Game Forge, Launceston, Tasmania. That's the first Tasmania store. Brutal Deluxe for Queensland. Games Corner for New South Wales. Games Traders MacArthur Square. Interesting that there's still a Games Traders here. New South Wales and Campbellton. Good Games Adelaide. That's the first South Australia store, and it's in the middle of Adelaide, so that's pretty good. Good Games Rockingham for Western Australia. Good Games Morley in Western Australia. There's a lot of Western Australia stores. I know it's like the biggest state in Australia, so it's not too surprising. But I also haven't seen any Northern Australia. Oh, we haven't finished yet. The Midian Guard, that's one I was keeping an eye on in case none of the stores I could actually go to regularly could do. I'm pretty sure I checked this one out and it was like, it's a trip, but you can get there. Good Games Gosford for New South Wales. Dragon's Lair Sale, I can't even say that, South Australia. And we haven't seen any North Australia stores yet. And I don't see any here, so let's just keep going. Gathering of Worlds for New South Wales, Pro Gamers and Collectibles for Victoria, Dragon Lairs Edwardstown for South Australia, Tower Games for New South Wales, Next Level Games Morwell, The Hobby Matrix for South Australia, Next Level Games Dandenong, Victoria, Game Traders Seaford and other Game Traders. Good to see that there's just a few dotted around here and there, South Australia. For reference, to those who don't know, Game Traders was basically an EB Games competitor initially, and then they dealt mostly with really vintage stuff. Like, they were sort of the major retailer for vintage stuff, and so they had a lot of really collectible games. But it seems they've also made, they've basically become much more of a niche store. Now just, they do cover card games pretty well. I know a lot of them actually just cover card games. And other tabletop games, but they still deal with vintage video game stuff. Anyway, continuing on, Good Games Maitland for New South Wales, TAC Games Queensland, that's Kermside West, and TAC Games Victoria for Burwood. Saw a lot of postage, a lot of information for that. Millennium Comics for Queensland, and then we got 2 stores for New Zealand. I feel bad for you guys only having 2 for the pre-sale, but it seems you guys only need like 1 or 2 stores stocking a game for a community to really grow over there. I don't know why. You're a small country, but you're not that small. Valkyrie Games, I'm not even gonna try reading that. That is some indigenous words that I will not be able to pronounce with any accuracy. And Bay Dragon Games in Auckland. That will probably be That will probably be the main one, considering it's in Auckland. So that's all the pre-sale events. This won't be all the stores stocking the game, but every single one of these stores will be stocking the game on the full release, assuming their pre-sale went anyway well. But yeah, if you're looking for a store in Australia or New Zealand, this is the best list to find them. Not sure how much I'm going to have to cut there, but I just got interrupted. Not rudely. I was expecting that interruption, but, it happens. Anyway, now we're going to go into what you could do with the Super Pre-sale. If you manage to get a good chunk of cards, or even just a starter deck, though I don't recommend joining this if you only just got a starter deck, although it might be, fun. Maybe you picked up the red starter deck and you want to see how far that thing can go. This is the first official online event for the English version, and it is coming in December. It is December 12th and 13th. Now, what you need for this event, you need a webcam or a mobile phone and a Discord account. You definitely need a Discord account. There is no other webcam sort of setup thing that they're going to be doing for this. An entrance will be invited into a Discord server to perform the competition. Now, they're going to be held by specific stores for each country. So North America has 2 of them. They've got TCG and Carta Magica. If you don't know where they are, you can check the previous list for your country and find out exactly where they are so you can get a better timing on everything. Kokwai Hobby, Tournament Center for Europe, and finally for Oceania we've got TAC Games in Australia. A bit of a random one to pick, but I guess they were super hyped about doing this stuff. And that's on December 12th and 13th. Now the format is online, singles, constructed, and best of 3. So you're playing as one person, you're playing with one deck, and you're playing best of 3 games with 15-minute qualifying matches. So you have 15 minutes to play the games. Now this is going to pop up eventually, so do check the website before the event starts because this is going to be important. There's a bit of a prize list. So there's the memory gauge, you get 2 of those, you get a storage box and a promo pack. We'll see some images lower down. Top 16 will end up with 3 of the promo pack. This is volume 0, so this is the ones that came with the sweepstakes that will be given away as a tutorial gift at stores. And finally, for first place, you get a set of sleeves and a card case as well as everything else. So top 16 also still gets this. This is just stuff that's going to get delivered. There is an entry fee. We don't know what the entry fee is. What we know is that the entry fee will cover any shipping for these participation and winning prizes. So I'm hoping to make at least this. I do want 4 copies of them promos. But let's have a look at the images. So the memory gauge is this little image here. It's pretty neat. I'm not sure how good quality they are, or if they're just going to be cardboard, if they're going to be acrylic plastic. If someone knows if this has been released in Japan at all, if they could tell me, that would be great. But otherwise, we just know an image and that it's a memory tracker. That's it. There is also the nice storage box. It's a little hard to see, but you can probably discern the artworks that are there. I'm not going to do that right now. That's Promo Pack Volume 0's artwork. That comes with... It comes with basically all the promos you can get from the pack, like 1 each per promo pack. So if you get 4 of them, you get 4 play sets. If you want to check out what those are, go check digimoncard.net or something like that to get a good look at them. Or you can check like Discord or Facebook and see all the people who opened the sweepstakes prizes. And then there's the set of sleeves. Now I actually happen to already own the War Greymon sleeves here. Though it seems that it gives you one pack of each. Now these sleeves are not good quality as sleeves. So if you want to use them, I highly recommend you get over sleeves. These won't be exclusive to the tournament. Japan got these. We got confirmation that stores will be getting an initial limited supply of special sleeves. We weren't quite sure what the design was going to be, but we assume it's these ones, especially with this like price setup. So yeah, that's the set of sleeves, and then we get the card case, which does actually look exclusive to this. I think this was the tournament promo in Japan, but for right now, this might be exclusive to the online tournament. They might give it as a store promo thing, but either way, your best way of getting it is by winning this thing, so that's going to be the easiest way. But these sleeves will be available for sale eventually. The promo pack is for tutorials and will be given to stores, so don't worry if you miss out on that. But do enter if you can to try and get that. And I just noticed they don't have the registration website here. Inquiries, cookies. Yeah, that's not a link. So there is a registration website. It basically goes to like a Google Forms thing. You tick all the boxes, put in your details. You gotta accept that you will have either the 12th or the 13th off. It will ask which day you will be free, which day you prefer to be free on. And then once the pre-sale goes, they'll probably start organizing that and deciding who can enter. I will add the entry link for at least Australia into the description. I will find it on social media or something and put it in there. I will also make it the pinned comment, especially if I don't do it as this video is uploaded. I've only got so much time to make and upload this video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you can join us at the early release for the Digimon card game, because I'm certainly excited about this. Oh boy, I've got my order paid off. I'm ready to go. And I've got a yellow deck to build. You will be seeing that list probably after I build it. Because it needs a bit more testing, so I might get some games in on Friday. And that's my Digimon and my note to go. Like and subscribe for more. I will see you next time. Giratan out.